Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Danny Shea. Hope everybody's doing well. All right, so what day is today? Wednesday. I want to do a little ET stuff, and then I want to look at the China competition bill, drones in Russia. They're getting them from Iran. And then let's just check in on J6 and what Mr. Pumpkinhead is feeling like. All right. First off, thank you all for my subscribers, to my subscribers. Thank you so much for joining in. Appreciate it. And thank you for the commenters. Appreciate you all there. Now, when I did my, when I went to Shasta, I didn't like or heart or any of that. My internet was too wonky and I was on vacation. So as I get more subscribers, it gets really hard. I mean, it takes, you wouldn't think, but it does take extra time to click on those. And you wouldn't think it would, but it does. So be a little patient with me if I don't get to it right away. I do read them all. I promise. Even the snarky ones. I know, snarky. Somebody giving me a snarky comment. Yikes. How wrong is that? It's not. You can give me a snarky comment. I don't care. Well, I do care, but you know, it is what it is. Let's go to, I just got done reading a comment. See, I do read them all. And this woman was talking about the Farallon Trench, the Catalina Trench. She was talking about, because I used to go to Catalina all the time. I used to dive that island a lot. It's one of the most beautiful places on the planet. The whole Southern California Channel Islands it's an amazing diving area. There's so much life. You have two currents coming together, and so it's extremely rich in life. It's cold, but extremely rich. So she was talking about, she was watching a show on how there were strange things going on in Catalina. And there are. I don't know what show she was watching, but it was about Catalina and the strange things. She was talking about Mantis ETs, aliens, if they were in the depths of the, in between Catalina and LA. I call that the Catalina Trench. She called it the Farallon Trench. The Farallon Trench, I know, is further up north, but it could extend all the way down. It doesn't really matter. It's deep. So I wanted to look at that. And she asked, you know, are Mantis ETs, are they bad? Are they evil? And I go back to, well, what's good and bad? So from my understanding, I'm no ET expert, although some people call me an alien. Silly. But certainly, people who are more versed in this can leave their comments. So, from my understanding, a mantis is if you just look at the mantis, you can look at it very angular, very sharp. I believe it's very intuitive. You've got it. So is it bad? No, but it doesn't tolerate fools easily. So it kind of is sharp and cuts you to the quick. But I don't think it's bad. I think it's for proper evolution to get up there. Anyway, the question was, is it bad? I say no. And other people will comment on it. So let's look at, I'm using my ET contact cards. Let's look at, are there, I've heard that there is a portal from Catalina to Shasta. So is there, I also know that there are, that us silly little humans use the Catalina Trench for DDT dumping grounds. That's good. It's really deep, so no one will know, except the Mantis aliens down there. They'll know. So they take these DDT barrels full of DDT, dump them into the depths of the ocean between Catalina and LA, and some would sink to rust, but the ones that didn't sink, well, the guys on the boat shot holes in them to get them to sink. I know there's a logical error there somewhere. I'm trying to figure out what it is. You put the DDT in a barrel to sink it so it wouldn't leak, but the guy shot holes in it to get it to. I'll figure this out later. So let's just look at what the ET contact cards have to say. I'm just going to pull 3 cards. What do the ETs have to say about, are they there? Are they in the trench? Are they in the depths of the ocean around Catalina? What do they have to say? Lightning strike. Well, 8 of Wands type energy, something fast coming. Boom. Something fast, sharp. Lightning can illuminate for a second. It can be explosive. All right, lightning strike. So something's going to happen. Something fast. Maybe it's all that DDT in the water. Maybe they're going to come out. And there's also, it's interesting that we're talking about the Mantis ET around there. There is a creature called the Mantis shrimp, I think. Look it up online. Look up some pictures. It has destroyed, shattered a number of underwater photographers' lenses and underwater ports. So it comes out and goes, and it smacks them, and it shatters the lens if you get too close. That's why you need a longer lens, so you're not like inches away. All right. Next card. Earth Goddess. Wow. When we talk about DDT and throwing it into the depths of the ocean because no one will know, and then shooting holes in it because no one will know, what's our Earth Goddess saying? Earth Goddess is going, I know. Doesn't feel good. That's what I'm getting. So we have to take care of the earth, and we can't keep putting poison into our oceans. That's what the aliens are saying. It's not me, it's what the aliens are saying. All right, one more. What do you think? One more. Where's this story going? Stars, Red Giant. This is a completion card. So what I'm getting from this is that we've put too much poison into the earth, and we are going to come to a completion cycle on this. So the earth can take care of itself, but we have to stop polluting it. So interesting. And it's going to come kind of fast. And we all know, we all feel like we're coming to an end of a cycle. When we look at the astrology cycles, we're coming to an end of that. And when we come to an end, we come to a beginning. So we're at the end, looking at a new beginning. So I'm not thinking that this is like, catastrophic. But we do have to watch out what we're doing to the earth. And that DDT is not good. So I didn't really get, are there aliens or anything in the Catalina Trench? Are there aliens? That's a yes/no question, which I don't want to ask with these cards. If there are aliens, will they let us know in the near future? Is that a good question? If there are aliens, will they let us know in the near future? Mr. Curly Man. Are we having fun yet with this? Mr. Curly Man says, have some fun with this. This is the Fool card. It's going on a new journey. All right, second card. Pluto. Pluto. I need my cheat sheet. Pluto. These cards are so good, but I don't know them as well as I should. So I have a little cheat sheet. Pluto. Where is it? Ooh. Ooh. It's a transformation card. So are ETs going to, in this Catalina Trench, are they going to reveal themselves soon? New journey. Transformation. Is that what I just read? Transformation? Sometimes I go, do you even have a brain, Danny? Transformation, yeah. Transformation. New journey, transformation. And the third card, sun. Illumination. Coming out in the light. Yeah. We're going to see it, but we got to stop poisoning their planet, people. Cool. All right. Thank you, Mantis. That was fun. Thank you, Jill, for that comment. That was fun. You guys having fun? Are you guys being Mr. Curly Man? Did you forget what Mr. Curly Man looks like? Mr. Curly Man. Be Mr. Curly Man. All right. Mr. Curly Man, I'm thinking, should I go to January 6th? No. Let's look at the China competition bill first. China competition bill. What this bill is about, from my understanding, is to I'm hearing rein in China, which can you rein in anyone? But it's to allow us to be more competitive in the goods and services that we need. So we gave up our chip manufacturing expertise to China, who does it cheaper because they have the workforce that will do it cheaper. So this bill is trying to give us a better base so that we can compete. And there are some people against it, some people are for it. Let's just see if it is going to help the U.S. Is this bill going to help the U.S.? China competition bill. Let's do 3 cards to see if it'll even pass. I think it'll give $51 billion to some manufacturing companies that will. Oh, that flew out. Judgment. Oops, sorry. Can you not? What's going on with my light? There we go. Judgment. So clearly something needs to happen. That's a good card for this topic. Will it even pass? I mean, I hear yes because of that. Whoa, I pulled 3 cards out at once, so I don't have to pull 3 cards. See, it's easy. Just do all 3. What do I got? Come on, come on, come on. See, I'm looking at these as you are looking at these. Wow. So we have the 8 of Cups, 6 of Wands, 8 of Swords. So the way that they should be pulled, 8 of Swords first. So the 8 of Swords, it's in this deck, it's a challenge to walk up those swords, but it looks like those swords are a ladder for something. She's super frustrated. She's not able to see. So in other decks, it's like she's kind of imprisoned by the swords. So, and it's emotional. I think this is self-imposed, and this certainly was self-imposed by the U.S. by going, oh, we can make more money, more money, more money, more money if we ship all this stuff to China and have them do all the labor for pennies. All right. Writing in as a winner. Come on, there we go. Writing in as a winner, the 6 of Wands. And walking away from sorrow. So these cards say, yeah, it will pass. So that we are going to get out of this restrictive card that we're in, right into a new era and walk away from sorrow. Okay, good, good, good. Is this, and that was just if it was going to pass, is this, what do we need to know for our economy on this China bill? Then we should probably look at the economy, the inflation rate. What do we need to know? What do we need to know about this China bill? 6 cards, just a little more in depth on it. This China bill. There's so much. My head is spinning and it's going, oh, well, you can read on this China thing, that China thing, that. So much you can read on here. People are celebrating. People are going, yay. And this is for the U.S. This is not for anything else. I mean, this is not like China's going, hell no. This is the U.S. saying yay. It's being covered by money, honey, old money, family money. The Ten of Pentacles. At the base of the reading, yep, it's the Three of Swords. That Three of Swords is our heartbreak. It's like, well, why did we let all that go? Oh, now we're in a pickle. Jar, pickle. Now what does that mean? Now we're in a pickle. I don't think, I like pickles. I don't think I'd want to be in a pickle though. In the past, as it relates, the Queen of Wands. This is a very powerful woman, forward thinking, forward looking. She's not the king, but she's the one telling the king what to do. You know what I'm saying? She's got passion and she's rooted in the earth. She's a good businesswoman, but she looks at everything. She looks at the whole, and she is letting us know, getting back to the ET contact cards, we can't keep poisoning the earth. Now, when China makes these chips, are they poisoning the earth? Are they throwing away their waste product and not caring where it goes? I mean, we do that. We send all our crap over to China and go, hey, deal with it. And I think that they're stopping that. This card, in the past, as it relates, says to me that we can't keep doing that. We're going to come up with a better way, a better way to do this. At the top of the reading, ooh, love it, love it, love it. And this is the Knave of Chalices. So this is getting some news from an unexpected source. And this knave's feet are in water, are in calm water, cooling water. And of course, you have the turtle drinking out of the water. Who's the turtle? So I think Mitch McConnell is going to go along with this. I say. And in the potential near future, yeah, Knave of Pentacles, new beginnings, a new project. So we're not going to be able to fire up this chip plant right away. However, let me drop it down and y'all can see. There we go. Should have warned you a little beforehand, shouldn't I? Yes, I should have. So, yeah, this chip thing is going to, it is going to pass. It is going to be good for America. It is going to bring some money home, or it's going to take a lot of money. It's 52 billion. Yeah, it's going to take some money. But it's going to be old money that's coming in, or old companies that are going to rekindle this. It's because of the heartbreak. It is going to be, these are new energies here. Both knaves, young pages in other tarot decks. Both young. This is a new idea. This is a mature fire passion idea that's going to lead to some new idea and a new project. Pentacles are projects. So, yay. It is going to help. Don't have my timing deck, so I don't know when that time is. All right, let's look at, where are we going to look? Let's look at the war in Ukraine. I sigh with that because it's still so painful. It's hard, so hard. I truly thought this would be over quickly, as did a lot of people. That was the energy at the time, was that it's going to be just done. As it drags on, I still think it's going to be a quick war as far as wars go. I don't think it's going to last 20 years. I'm not feeling that. However, it's so clouded for me because of the empathy. And when I tap in, I feel just the devastation and the pain. It's like, oh my gosh, this is so senseless. But it is happening. So, Russia is talking to Iran. And I think they made a deal to get drones and to get training on the drones. How is this going to impact the war for Ukraine? For Ukraine. So what I'm hearing in my head when I say for Ukraine is the US going to combat that with a lot of our drones? I think we already are, but there may be even more coming in. And why did I hear Finland in my ear? Finish. Let's finish this. Putin, get out. That's not what I heard, but I mean, that's what I want. But I heard Finland. Do they have a big drone military operation, high-tech thing? Anyway, let's look at this. Russia getting drones from Iran. How is this going to affect Ukraine? Ooh. King of Pentacles. Is more money coming into Ukraine because of this? New project? The Knave of Pentacles, we just saw that last one. So it's a young something new coming to them. New Truth, Ace of Swords. Can't get any newer than aces. You have the Star of Hope behind him. The top of the reading, you have the Knave of Wands. Young energy here. The Knave of Wands, looking to the future, looking forward. And potential near future, the Empress. Now, we're not talking about, this is based on Ukraine. What Russia is doing with the drones, how is this going to affect Ukraine? So this Empress card, I'm not getting so much Russia and devastation, but I'm getting something new coming from it. Let me drop this down. Because this Empress card is pregnant. She's giving birth to something. So these drones that Russia is getting so that they can win, I think is going to backfire. I think more resources are coming that's going to spark something new and balance things out. There's a balance, a yin-yang here. It's going to balance things out with this Knave of Pentacles. New truth is going to emerge. You have the Star of Hope. It's in the past, so their star, what they were, the beautiful cities, that is playing a role in, and I keep seeing this, in the rebuilding, in the new building of Ukraine. And at the top of the reading is, when you look at this card, you look at the devastation, barrenness of the landscape, which makes me, it saddens me to look at that. But she's looking forward to the future. And she's got the sun. She's just waiting to turn that wand right side up. And then you have the Empress. She's waiting to give birth. So this card is such a hopeful, happy card. You've got birds flying in the background, lush green area, not at all like what's happening right now, but in the future for Ukraine. I think this drone thing is gonna not be good for Russia. It's actually going to help Ukraine in the long run, in the near future. They're giving birth to something. Right now, it may not, I don't know. It didn't mean in the long run. That just kind of slipped out, because I think it's going to be in the short run. In the near future, there's the Empress card. All right. Let's look at J6. Let's look at J6. I should use my pumpkin deck, but I won't. Okay, January 6th. So that was pretty intense, pretty powerful. Again, I don't know if the Republicans are going to watch. I was talking to my wife, and I said, hey, I wonder how Tucker Carlson is going to spin this. I mean, you have Oath Keepers. I think that's what it was. Anyway, I don't know. In one of those guys. The Cipollone testimony. Jeez. I mean, we knew this. People that watch this channel knew this, but it's just coming to light, and it drives me nuts with MSNBC. Oh my God. They go, well, join us. Our coverage starts at 7 a.m. 7 a.m.? The committee doesn't start until like 10. So they have 3 hours before, you have 2 hours of the committee hearings, and then they had another, I think it went on to 11 o'clock at night. I'm like, oh my God, and there are people glued to the TV watching this crap. And on the other side, with Fox, you have people glued to the TV not watching this stuff. Both are bad. And I had to switch from MSNBC. It said, scan here for commentary. Take a little screenshot with your phone. And I'm like, I don't need any more. But media, big bucks. Okay, January 6th. How is this playing out? How is this playing out? Let's just go with America. Not Democrats, not Republicans, all of us. Is it making a difference? Is it making a dent? Is it changing? When Richard Nixon was being tried for Watergate, there were so many Republicans that were not letting go, that were for Richard Nixon, until I think it was John Dean. And then there were still some people that were hanging on. So we're still going to get those people hanging on. All right. J6, how is this playing out? How's this playing out? J6, how's this playing? How's this playing out? J6, how's this playing out? Hang on 1 second, I'm not getting something. Just want to clear that up a little bit. Change that energy in these cards. I should have gotten another deck. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. J6. Okay. Swinging for the fences. Somebody's hat's getting blown off. It's like, what? What? It's being covered by people still living in their private little gardens. This Nine of Pentacles, it's a card of wealth. It's a card of knowing how to manage things, especially finances, being wealthy, being comfortable, but living in a garden and not really getting out. But she has her dove, and she listens to that. So she's hearing information, but they're not ready to get out yet. I'm going to drop this down. There you go. Okay, make sure it doesn't like fall on you. So the information is kind of knocking somebody's thinking around, knocking the hat off their head, but they're being challenged by, nah, let's just stay in our lane, let's stay in our bubble, let's not look too far out. This, they're hearing the lies. This is a slow moving night, but it's strong. Look what he's riding. He's riding a bull. So the information that's coming out is strong, but it's just moving people slow because they're in their little garden. They don't want to come out of their little garden. In the past is the Queen of Cups. This queen has something in her cup that is not coming out. Oh, yes, it is. That's in the past. This is now. And that knave is swinging her sword. In the potential near future, here we have the Seven of Wands defending oneself. But in this deck, this is my Man of La Mancha card, because whoever's defending themselves by staying in their little garden is fighting windmills. It's like nonsense. What are you doing? Why don't you just, he's charging at this. Why doesn't he just go underneath it? He's picking a fight for the wrong reasons. In the potential near future, it looks pretty bleak right now, doesn't it? But again, as in the last reading, just waiting to turn that sun higher. And this is a forward-looking card, moving forward with something, with a passion, with an idea. Internally, what's going on? It's the Two of Pentacles, juggling, still juggling. They're getting more and more information. It's very emotional. In this deck, though, they're not underground, but they're creating a rebirth with the 8 symbol and the snake symbol. And the yin-yang symbol. And it's a new king. They're changing, it's a changing of the guard a little bit. External factors. Moving on. They're wrapping it up. And this is fast. It's going. Hopes and fears. that we can come together as a country, that we can get our country back, that the differences can be put back into the pot. And I don't like to see the red in there. I think it's wine, but it could be something else. And the potential near future, oh, boom. Now, this is not a bad card. Well, it could be bad for Trump. This is a rebuilding. This is a fast crumbling down. I mean, we've seen this. I mean, we see what's happening. A lot of people are going to be shook up. The foundation on this tower, though, is still strong. It's just the top that got knocked off. Excuse me. So we have a woman. Who else is here? Sorry, I flipped that up and took it away so fast. We have a woman and a guy. We have a woman and a guy falling out of there. Is Ivanka going to take a fall? I've always read that she was too shifty, too slick. But is she going to take a fall? Who in the pumpkin patch is a woman that's going to take a fall? And who's the other guy? Well, we'll leave that to your speculation. Let's just do one more on this. It's the government. A higher order coming together. With a new idea, a young energy. So this tower moment is in concerns with our government, but something new is going to come out of this. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. We feel a little imprisoned by this, hanging on. It's like, oh my gosh, is this ever going to end? Yes, it will, because we have all these people cheering for democracy. We have a new beginning, a new project. Again, two knaves. This is the Knave of Cups, water, emotion, new emotional healing. If we listen, a new project that's going to balance things. And I'm going to stop right there. Okay, I'll look one more. And we have family money. And we have, it's going to be a burden. It's not going to be easy. So we still have to work at this. We still have to get through this tower moment. But our government is going to come up with something new. It's going to be slow. We got to get these people out of their gardens so that they can see what's created, this barren landscape. If they get out of the garden and look at what has happened, they're going to rebalance themselves. They're going to move on. It's going to shock them. It's going to go, oh my God, did we really do that? Do you think they ever will? Do you think the Republicans living in their little Nine of Pentacles garden are ever going to go, oh my God? That one guy did on the J6. He came out and said, oh my God. That's what he said. He goes, yeah, I wouldn't do this. I mean, he lost everything. He lost his job, his house. His wife was there. She didn't look too happy. I was like, is she like upset that he's saying these things? I don't know, that was weird. I thought that was really weird. Anyway, and then he goes up and apologizes to the cop who lost everything. I mean, I don't think he lost everything, but he's got permanent injuries. Not going to be able to do his old job. I think he's going to get a better paying job. I'm pretty sure. But yeah. So that guy went and apologized, said, "I'm sorry for what I did." And the cop apparently said, "Apology heard or given," but he didn't accept the apology. He goes, "I've got too much stuff to work against." That I'm gonna pull a card on that, because it's so hard when we are faced with this stuff to let go of the pain, to let go of the hurt. And so there's a process that, and I wonder, is it, if we just let go real quick of the pain and forgive, are we skipping a healing step, or is it gonna make the healing faster for us? Because all we want to do is heal. All I want that cop to do is to heal himself, not get past anything, but to heal his life. And he's so damaged with what happened. If he'd accepted that apology, would that make the healing go faster? Or does he need to wallow in it a little bit more, process it a little more? Didn't mean wallow, but process it a little more, so that he can heal more better, more completely. Does that make sense? Because we all go through this stuff. Not as bad as he, but some of us as bad, some of us worse. So let's just pull an ending card for this guy on healing. And it's not this guy, because I don't know him. I don't want to tap into him. But when we get faced with, okay, that card flew out. When we get faced with adversity, that's saying it lightly, when we get faced with something like that, is it easier just to quickly forgive, or do we have to process it and live in that anger before we should let it go? I'm going to pull two cards. One, forgive easy. The other one, process it. Let it sit with us. Let that memory sit with us. Let it go. Forgive it easy. Process it. Hanging on. Okay, I don't know what these cards say, but I'll let you know. So I'm using my angel deck as a birthday present. Thank you. So the card that flew out with this was the Nine of Swords. Okay, and this is Heriel, the comforting God. Purification, protection from impious religious sentiments. What is this? The comforting God. So that flew out even before I went anywhere with it. There we go. So just take comfort in the fact that, take as much comfort as you can in this journey. you are learning new things. We are, as we go through this, we are learning new things, but it's a purification process. So find some comfort. Don't worry. Find some comfort. Okay? If you just let it go, let it go. Go, you know what? I've been wronged. Somebody wronged me. Somebody damaged me. We get the Lover's card. Forgive. That's what if we just forgive right away? We get the Lover's card. We get joy of God. Joy and pleasure bring happiness to couples, removes negative energy. You can take any one of these little sayings and make them work for this. And as we live our lives, we're supposed to be joyful. So if we hang on to that and process it longer and longer and longer, we're missing the point of this life, which is to enjoy life as much as we can throughout all the negative, throughout all the problems and the issues. Find something that we can enjoy. If we hang, oh my God, I didn't look at the card. If we hang on to it and we process this, and we just, no, I need to process. I can't forgive you yet. I want to hang on to this. We get, I can't pronounce these angel names. We get Mumia. Really? Mumia. I know I'm mispronouncing that. And I should pronounce this correctly because in tarot, this card is death. So I'm joking around and mispronouncing the death card. What's the matter with me? God of the end of the universe. Endings and rebirth. Influences health and longevity. If we're hanging on to this negative and not allowing us to move past this and have a rebirth and just find joy, it's going to impact our health. That's what it says there, right there. Influences health and longevity. It's going to make our lives a little shorter. So it goes back to the first card, which is the Nine of Swords. Let it go. You're worried about it. You're up in the middle of the night. Let it go. Find comfort in the Creator, whatever that is for you, whoever that is for you. Protection. Ask for protection from the impious, from the things that were said to you, the things that were thrown at you. Find comfort somewhere. Find joy. Don't hang on to it. It'll hurt you in the long run. All right. Thank you for watching. Peace and love.